In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up a personality style quiz. Now, let's say you're a coach and you've just signed a new client and you would like to figure out their personality so you can find out what type of coaching style you should apply during your sessions. Now, let me show you how that looks like and how you can set this up. Now, first let's click on Sites on the left, Quizzes at the top, and then click Builder. Click Add New Quiz or select one that you've already created. Now, once in the quiz builder, you got to decide what kind of questions you would like to ask. In this example, for example, we have selected the multiple choice quiz questions. What you got to do is just drag and drop over that element, and then you can start adding your content to this particular box. Now, let me delete this and build it with you together from scratch. So let's start with the question. Click on the element, click on the settings icon. Here on the right-hand side, you can then edit the question. In this case, our question is, hey, if you feel stuck in your business, you want your coach to, and then give him 3 or 4 different options. So let's say option number 1, let's scroll down. Here you see all the options, is tell me exactly what to do next. Now here we can add a category. You can add a category by clicking the drop-down menu here and click Add New, or you can also click the category button in the top left corner, and then from here you can add your coaching styles in this case, right? So we have a directive, a strategic, and a supportive coaching style. I would like to add one more, so let's click Add Category, let's type Visionary, and let's hit Submit. Now back to the option 1. Now we can here select the category. Tell me exactly what to do. This fits the directive category. You can also give it a score. Let's say all the directive answers would get 1 point. Then let's fill out the next questions. Option 2 would be, help me break down the problem logically. In this case, that is rather strategic. So we select our category strategic. Let's say all the strategic answers get 2 points. Option number 3, reassure me and help me regain confidence. This is rather supportive. Let's say all the supportive answers will always get 3 points. Now by default, there will be 3 options, but you can just click add option here to add one more option, or just simply click here, add option as well. Then we add our last option, help me zoom out and rethink direction. And that is rather the visionary category. Let's score this with number 4. Now you have created the first question with 4 different answers because we have 4 different categories, 4 different types of coaching styles we would need to implement in order to make our coachee comfortable. Now you would then go ahead and create more of these questions. You can add new pages and you would just repeat the same thing again. Add your questions, add the options, and then attach the categories to the option and give it different scores. Let's make sure to hit save every now. And then let's head over to the results page, which is in the settings. Let's click edit results page. And here on the left, you can turn on and off different elements. Right now you have the header turned on. If you click that little eye icon, it will just disappear. If you wanted to edit the header, you just scroll down here and then add your content as per your likings. We also have the editor here, so you can make your fonts bold, italic, underline, strike through. You can even change the text color if you'd like to your brand color. You can add background color, align the text, and even create a list. Right here, you can also add links and or custom values. Custom values you'll be able to pull, goals for contact, right now, quiz tags, and of course, custom values. So for the quiz tags, we have the highest category name, the highest category score, the lowest category name, and the lowest category score. You can also use these custom values and quiz tags later on in an additional section that you can create right here by clicking add section and then select the section you would like to add. The overall score, the category score, the individual category, and or a call to action. Now let's go back one step, and here you can see the overall score is already visible here. In this case, I would like to hide it because it doesn't really make sense for this use case. Then we have the category score. I would love to show all of them so the people can just get a feel for where they're at, what kind of personality they are. Further down, call to action. Hey, would you like to talk with us about your results? Which means this quiz can also serve as a very great lead magnet for your business. In this case, we will turn it off, as well as the footer. The footer is down here. You can also adjust this if you want to add your social media, for example. In this case, we don't want to do it. We just turn it off. So real quick, back to the overall score in case you're not doing a coaching personality type scoring, but maybe something else where you would need this element. Then it would show you the overall score people have achieved by clicking different answers. Here you can choose to display a percentage with the low, medium, or high ranges, the actual score, or an out of 10 result. If you wanted to add more score tiers, you click Configure Score Tiers top right corner and add your tier right here. Scrolling further down, you can see the score settings. You can show or hide the overall score. You can show or hide the tiers. You can select between percentage, actual score out of 10, like I just said, and the score position right or left, okay? These are just some design options. You can, of course, adjust margin and padding right here, as well as the background color. These settings really are the same for each of those elements. If you click on category score, for example, which is this one right here, you can see here on the right-hand side, we have the score settings, we have the margin and padding, and the background color. Here you can also decide percentage, actual score, or out of 10, whatever you prefer to show. Also for the different tiers, you can adjust the text right here. You can see here under directive, thank you for taking the time to complete this quiz. So under directive, for example, we can say a little bit more about this particular personality type. So for example, for the directive, we can add, hey, you want clear instructions, fast decisions, and someone who tells you exactly what to do next without overcomplicating things. Great, sounds good to me. Let's hit save again to be sure. Let's go back to the edit results section. Then let's edit the text for strategic. Let's select strategic here. Let's go into the content. Let's do it for all the stages, low, medium, high. Let's go to supportive, select supportive. And lastly, for visionary. Now let's go back here. Let's turn off overall score since we don't really need this for this use case. And let's be sure to always click save. If you wanted to show the highest and the lowest score only, you could add a section here and then add the individual category. Then you can see right here, the system already pulled the quiz specific custom values. Hey, your score shows you are, and then it pulls the highest with a score of, then it pulls the highest category score. If you click on display category, you can also select the lowest. In this case, we obviously want to highlight the highest because we want to figure out what kind of coaching style we need to implement with this new client. Here you can also add images and videos, or you can just turn it off if you don't have any. You can, of course, also edit the call to action button. You can adjust the text. Let's say, hey, book your first coaching call, and then place your calendar link here, and of course change the color to your branding colors. Now let's hit save. Now let's add one more question and then let's test it. Let's add multiple choice. Let's add the question, what would make coaching not work for you? Let's add option 1, too much discussion without decisions, which would be directive, score 1. Option 2, lack of logic or structure, which would be strategic, score number 2. Feeling pressured or criticized, category would be supportive, number 3. Add one option. And the last option would be feeling boxed in or limited, which would be visionary, and we give it the score 4. Let's hit save. Let's click integrate. Let's click on share, copy the link, open it in a new tab. Let's select the first one here, hit next. So let's select the second one here and then hit submit. Nice. So here's our results page, exactly how we edited it. We are 50-50 between directive and strategic. The cool thing here is you can also trigger workflow from here. The workflow trigger would be quiz submitted. From there, you can then send out personalized messages to invite your client to book a call, for example. And that's it already. This is how easily you can set up a personality quiz inside the CRM. And if you're still trying to figure out which software to use to build quizzes like that, consider signing up for GoHighLevel using my link in the description below, because that will come with amazing bonuses that you can snag in order to progress in your high-level journey a lot faster. I will see you on the other side.